Yes, PPT is visible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in last class we have understand what is the pie chart, what is the bar diagram, and what is the line chart.
Line graph.
Yes, line chart, line graph. So in this class we have understand what is the divided bar graph. So what is the divided bar graph? It is same as the bar graph, but it is so easy as compared to bar graph. In a divided bar graph, a bar, only a single bar. Okay, now a bar is divided into several segments to represent a set of quantities according to the different proportion of the total amount. जैसे हमने पाई चार्ट पढ़ा ना, सेम वैसे ही ये है. In this graph, what is this? In pie chart, we have a circle. एक circle होता है. We have divided in different sectors. We have divided in different sectors in different slices. So, but in divided bar graph, we have a one bar. We have a simple one bar like this. It is the bar. Sorry, it is the bar. So, in this bar, we have divided into some different proportion of the total amounts. So, it is the divided bar graph. The divided bar graph is graph shows the, we have taken one example. The example is related to the following divided bar graph shows the percentage of men, women and children who visit a zoological park out of the total people. Means total people means how many men is there, how many women is there, how many children is there. So it is a bar graph. Bar graph is represented by this. You just simply make a one bar. इसे bar बना ले. So in this, how many men is there? So according to this question, 50%. बस you just arrange whatever data you have. जो भी data आपके पास है, you just arrange in a one. या maybe ascending या maybe descending order. Okay, depend on you. So here we arrange 50% men. Whatever data we have, so 50% men is 50% man is visited zoological park, and in 25% women and 25% children. So green colors is indicates the percentage of men who visited the park, and pink colors is indicate the percentage of women, and yellow colors is indicate the percentage of children. So in a bar graph and pie chart both are almost same, but in pie chart we have a one circle. In circle we divide in some slice according to you. The means the what is the mean in this, the means the order is not important. Means we cannot मतलब slice जो हम बनाते हैं, order is not important. Means हम कैसे भी arrange कर सकते हैं. But in divided bar graph, what is the, you just arranging highest to lowest या lowest to highest according to you. So in this question we have arranged highest to lowest. So man, woman and children. So it is a divided bar graph. Yes, student, all the type of graph you have understand. What is the divided bar graph? What is bar graph? And what is the line chart? What is the pie chart? Yes, you have any doubt related to types of graph?
Can you see the image of divided bar graph?
Yes.
Pie chart.
Pie chart मैंने पढ़ाया था ना. You have any question? Please पूछिए.
Can you show the image of the divided bar graph?
Yes, it is a divided bar graph. ये जो ग्राफ बनाया ना, it is also, sorry, it is also a one dimensional chart. 1 minute, I think you are not understand. It is a divided bar.
How can be made in the graph paper?
ये वैसा मैंने बोला ना, it is the one dimensional graph. It is not a two dimensional graph. When we have made the graph on this type, it is a two dimensional. When we have used the graph paper, but it is the one dimensional graph. When your data, आप ये पूछ सकते हैं मैम, what is the difference between pie chart and bar graph, divided bar graph? So what the difference between is this and this is, कि पाई चार्ट में आपने पाई चार्ट यू हैव मेड, दिस पाई चार्ट में ऑर्डर इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट, मतलब आप कैसे भी आपका मन हो वैसे यू कैन अरेंज 45%, then you have arranged 29, order is 20, it is the cycle, order is not important. But in divided bar graph we can arrange, जो भी आपके पास data you can arrange in a one order, means 50% man, then 25%, then 25%. If something is there, suppose I am 40% होता, then 25, 25, then 10. So order is important in the divided bar graph. So it is a divided bar graph. Yes, student, you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No,
So
ma'am.
divided bar graph is the one dimensional. जो one dimensional होता है उसको आप क्या नहीं ग्राफ पेपर में according to you it is depend on you. बस the size when you are dividing the slice, ये जो आपने divide किया ना it is 50%. It is always more than 25%. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए अगर इसको मैंने यहाँ कर दिया it is 50%. If I am writing इतना 25%, the percentage is always depend on the, if 50% है तो it is more than 25%, so I have take more area in this. Then 25 and 25% is both are equal. So it is a divided bar graph. Yes, student, it is clear. You have any doubt related to graphs? All of you are able to draw the graph.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is not too tough. It is too easy. I think it is too easy, not tough. आपको पता नहीं कि which graph when we have drawn. What is the use of bar graph? What is the use of pie chart? What is the use of line chart? Then you are able to draw the graph. You can easily draw the graph. Yes, it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the presentation of data is, the topic is finished. Then we have start the new topic, frequency distribution. We have start new topic, what is the frequency distribution. So 1 minute. Today I have start new topic. It is a frequency distribution. Yes, PPT is visible to all of you. Yes,
Yes,
student.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So first of all, we have
Yes, ma'am.
understand. First of all, we have understand what is the frequency. By name, I think we can understand what is the frequency means. Number of time, a varied value is repeated. Number of time, a varied value is repeated. It is known as the frequency distribution. Sorry, it is known as the frequency. What is frequency? Number of time, a varied value is repeated. Means कोई भी वेरिएबल यू हैव वो कितने टाइम रिपीट हो रहा है, इट इज नॉन एज द फ्रीक्वेंसी. देन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी? फ्रीक्वेंसी इज हाउ ऑफन समथिंग इज अटर्ड. So suppose I am taking an example. I am taking example, same played football on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. Then the frequency was 2 on Saturday, means Saturday to two times he is played football. So frequency for Saturday is 2 on Saturday, 1 on Tuesday, and you can write is 3 for the whole week. So it is the frequency. We can frequency means frequency is how often something is occurred. So by data, suppose you have this type of data, आपके पास ये data है. So same played football on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. So the frequency was 2 on Saturday. Saturday के लिए frequency is 2. First on 1 on Thursday and third for 3 for whole week. So it is that we can give the frequency to Saturday, Thursday and whole week. So it is the frequency. So what is the frequency distribution? So by counting frequency, we can make a frequency distribution table. So here the same team has scored the following number of goals in a recent game. Okay, same team has scored the following numbers of goals in a recent game. It is the example. It is the data you have. It is the data you have. So you just check your data. We have 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. 5 is the maximum. Yes, student, 5 is maximum. 5 is score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first of all, you just arrange in data in lowest to highest. I'm just arranging the data in lowest to highest. Yeah, highest to lowest depend on you. So you just arrange the data on lowest to highest. The highest to lowest is depend on you. You just depend. Then score you just see 1A, 2A, 3 and 4 and 5. So I'm just writing score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just writing score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we have checked one is repeat 2 times. One is repeat 2 times. So I'm just give the frequencies 2. Then I'm 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 is repeated. 2 is repeated how many times? 2 is repeated 5 times. Then I give the frequency 5.
5 times.
Then 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is repeated 4 times to 4. 4 is repeated 2 times to 2. And 5 is 1. So 5 is 1. So it is known as the frequency distribution. Is just give the frequency distribution means first of all आपके पास क्या डेटा 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 ये आपके पास 14 है total is 14 when you add all these things it is also a 14 add you all these then it is also a 14 so first of all whatever data you have जो भी data आपके पास है it is known as the individual series आपके पास individual series है when you just how can you calculate you just write down the data in ascending and descending order depend on you and whatever score यहाँ पे score किसमें golf in recent game so we have scored 1 2 3 4 5 so I've just given the then what is the meaning of and then what is the meaning of one means how often one is occurred one is happened 2 times and 2 is 5 times 3 is 4 times 4 is 2 times and 5 is 1 time so it is known as a frequency distribution table जब हम इसको एक टेबल में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं then it is known as a frequency distribution table from the table इस टेबल से we can find some interesting things such as इसमें क्या लिखा है 2 the goal 2 so here we say that the goal 2 getting 2 goals happen most often it is almost 5 times it is happened and only once did they get 5 goals means one is get only did they get 5 goals so we can interpret our frequency distribution table okay so it is clear how can you make the frequency distribution table we have studied in the
एक बार रिपीट करना है
अच्छा सीधा क्या है फंडा इसमें क्या होता है आपके पास डेटा आपको गिवन है ये डेटा आपको होता है इंडिविजुअल सीरीज में आपको कोई डेटा गिवन है ये डेटा आपको गिवन है इस डेटा को आप क्या करेंगे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू अरेंज इन असेंडिंग एंड डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर इट इज इजी फॉर यू आप इजी करने के लिए अरेंज किया आपने असेंडिंग एंड डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में उसमें आपने देखा कि क्या क्या नंबर्स है आपने देखा कि 1 है 2 है 3 है 4 है 5 है यही नंबर्स है तो यू जस्ट मेक ए स्कोर इसका वेरिएबल का नेम क्या है इट इज स्कोर so I'm just putting score तो 1 है 2 है 3 है 4 है 5 I'm just putting 1 2 3 4 5 तो फिर मैंने चेक किया कि 1 कितने टाइम रिपीट हो रहा है मेरे पास 1 कितने टाइम रिपीट हो रहा है 2 टाइम्स रिपीट हो रहा है फिर 2 मैंने देखा 2 इज रिपीटेड 5 टाइम तो आई एम राइटिंग 2 इज रिपीटेड 5 टाइम फिर मैंने 3 चेक किया तो 3 इज रिपीट 4 टाइम 3 आ रहा है आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग 4 फिर आई चेक 4 is 2 टाइम तो मैंने जस्ट राइटिंग 2 टाइम and 5 is 1 time so I mean it is 1 time so it is known as a ये जो मैंने बनाया ना ये sorry ये it is known as a frequency distribution table
yes ma'am
okay so by frequency distribution table then you can easily see that जैसे हम डेटा को होता है ना you can find some interesting fact how interesting something like you just see getting 2 goals इस अगर हमारे पास ये डेटा होता तो यू कैन नॉट इजीली आप इसको देखना पड़ता अच्छा 1 टाइम ये है 2 टाइम ये है 3 टाइम है व्हेन यू मेक द फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल देन यू इजीली सी दैट गेटिंग 2 goals happen most of time is 2 goals is happen and minimum is 5 is 1 time so you can easily frequency table so you can read out and you can interpret your result by the frequency distribution table. Yes, it is clear. How can you map the frequency distribution?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, so it is a frequency distribution. The frequency distribution is constructed for three main resources. First, to facilitate the analysis of data. Second, to estimate frequencies of the unknown population distribution from the distribution of sample data, and to facilitate computation of various statistical measures. So one by one we can understand all these things. So what is the frequency distribution is constructed for three reasons. What is the reason? First reason is the analysis of data. Second, to estimate frequency of unknown population. Unknown population is unknown to us. Distribution from the distribution of sample data means आपके पास जो भी population it is unknown to us, and you just take the sample and on the basis of sample you can estimate the frequency. And third is to facilitate the computation of various statistical measures. When you are doing the programming in C or then it is to facilitate the computation of various statistical measure. Okay. या आपको अभी थोड़ा इतना नहीं समझ में आ रहा. I know you have not used, but slowly you have understand all these things. When you have used the any programming language, then you can easily understand. When you understand statistical inference, then you understand this part. And when you analyze the data, आपके पास data उसको आप analyze करेंगे, then you have understand what is the reason of frequency distribution is considered. Okay. Then we have this type of raw data. It is the example for the frequency distribution. The raw data, the statistical data collected are generally raw data or ungrouped data. Let us consider daily wages. The data is related to the variable is daily wages of 30 laborers in a factory. So we have 30 laborers in a factory. So data is related to the daily wages of the 30 laborers in a factory. So we have a data. मेरे पास ये data. So first of all क्या करना है? You just arrange the data in ascending order. I have just arranged the data in ascending order. आपको order में arrange करना है. You just arrange the data. आपने arrange किया, then आपको क्या बनाना होता है? इसका frequency table. तो बस. Okay. So you just arrange the data and data in ascending order. Then you make a one table. हम आपको you can slowly this table is too easy. मतलब आपने यहाँ पे जो table बनाया, you have only 1 2 3 4 5. You just put 1 2 3 4 ऐसे आपने put कर दिया. But this time the data have too much. 30 35 38 40 45 50 90 30 to 90 you have. 30 to 90 you have. So you have 30 to 90 means आपके पास कितने हुए? 30 to 90 है आपके पास. So sometimes 30 to 90 है, so it is not easy कि आप 30 फिर 31 32 33 you can measure. आप ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते डेटा को. So for this we can make some interval. We can define the data in some interval कि 30 to 40 40 to 50 50 to 60 60 to 70 70 to 80 80 to 90. So we make some interval we solve this problem. So for example, आपने जैसे example लिया, in this we have in a survey of 40 family in a village, the number of children per family was recorded and the following data are obtained. We have this data, we have obtained this data. So here the data is 0 to 6. This is too easy example. ये have a data is 0 1 1 है 0 है 2 है 5 है 6 है 4 है 3 है. आपके पास ये data you just arrange in ascending and descending order. So you have arranged. So we have 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 0 it is the example of discrete ungrouped frequency. It is the ungrouped frequency. Okay. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 you have. Then you just consider how many times 0 is appeared. तो आपने देखा 0 is 1 time यहाँ है, 2 time यहाँ है, it is 3 time यहाँ है. So firstly you arrange in ascending order, then you have 0 is 3 time. तो टेली फ्रीक्वेंसी हमने जब 10th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ा था तब ऐसे पढ़ा था कि ऐसे 3 लाइन करो टेली फ्रीक्वेंसी. तो इट इज 0 3 टाइम है तो आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग 3. 1 है 7 टाइम तो इट इज 7 टाइम. 2 10 टाइम. 3 8 times, 4 is 6 times, 5 is 4 times, and 6 is 2 times. तो टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी कितना होगा? टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी इज ऑलवेज 40, क्योंकि आपके पास डेटा कितने का? यू हैव द डेटा ऑफ 40 फैमिलीज, देन द frequency is total frequency always 40. ये आपकी होता है कि you just cross check your solution. Means when you make a frequency table, तो क्या होता है? आपने बना तो लिया, how can you say that it is right or wrong? You just check कि आपके पास ये 40 है, आपके पास number of families is 40 है, then both are same, then it is कि जो भी आपने बनाया it is correct. Yes, sister, it is clear. It is known as a discrete n group frequency. N group frequency means the data is not an interval. Data is on a single digit, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is the n group frequency distribution. Here the example I have writing. I have not solved this question. I don't know why, but in this we make some interval. हम इसको यहाँ पे हमने n group frequency पढ़ा. In when we have studied group frequency, then we make some interval. Interval बनाएंगे कि 30 to 40 कितना है, 40 to 50 कितना आ रहा है, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90. Then when we have used this type of, then we make a group frequency table. Yes, समझ में आ रहा है आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? Yes, student, you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
I think आज के लिए it is enough. समझ में तो आ रहा है ना? What is the frequency? What is frequency? Frequency is the number of time a varied value is repeated. A varied value is repeated. It is known as the frequency. So in next class we have understand कि हम continuous frequency when we have continuous data means मतलब जब आपके पास इस type of frequency कैसे हम बनाएंगे 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200. If we have this type of data, then how can we make the continuous? It is known as a continuous frequency distribution table. Okay, student. In next class, we have understand continuous frequency distribution table. What is the class limit? And what is the class interval? What is the size of the class? What is the range? All these things we have understand in the next class. It is too easy chapter and it is the basic of the statistics. अगर आपको ये समझ में आया then it is very easy for when you have studied measure of dispersion, measure of central tendency. So it is clear. सब समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है?
आ रहा है मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
मैं आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा ही पढ़ाती हूँ कि मैं नहीं चाहती कि आपके ऊपर ज्यादा लोड हो, आपकी बहुत सारी थिंग्स मिक्सअप हो जाए. तो आई वांट कि ऑलवेज कि आई विल ट्राई कि आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा क्वेश्चन आई विल कवर, बट जितना पढ़ा उतना समझ में आना चाहिए. आई वांट कि जितना पढ़ाया जा रहा है आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट तो आप मुझसे पूछिए.
मैम टुडे आईएनसीईआरटी में टेस्ट देना है.
यस, ऑलवेज देना है.
मैम कैन वी स्टार्ट नाउ?
अरे प्लीज वेट फॉर द माय व्हेन आई हैव फिनिश माय क्लास देन यू हैव स्टार्ट.
ओके
When I
मैम.
finish, okay na? Always, student, always try कि when I finish my class, then you have start your online IMCRP test. Okay?
ओके मैम.